Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you guys are viewing from. Today is another video, and in today's video, I'll be starting exactly where I stopped at the last video, which I did of the eastern part of the country at Shell. I think that was where I stopped the last video. But in today's video, I'll be starting the vlog for Shell, and then we'll explore this main by Bureh road, say up to an hour, and then we'll call Oli today. But if possible, I'll try and extend the video beyond that mark. But let me just switch the camera around and show you guys exactly where I am standing. So I am exactly standing at this service station, which I think belongs to the Leonco Petroleum Company. But I think this service station was recently renovated, because it was here before, but it was not this large and it was not this extended. So this is where exactly I'll start this video for today, and I'll just try and find somewhere where I'll stand and then try to give you guys a 360 view of the entire Shell area, and then after that we'll continue the vlog. I'll just give you guys a 360 of exactly where I am, just to show you exactly the atmosphere at this Shell main road. So this is exactly the present conditions of this particular side, and this is where I'll start the vlog for today, and then hopefully I'll continue the video and then try to walk up to an hour. But this is exactly where I'll start the video for today. And as always, don't forget to subscribe, like, share to as many of your contacts as possible, and we continue the video. I'll be walking at this particular side, but as we progress into the video, I'll move to either the left or the right hand side of the road and then try to continue the video for you guys. But this is exactly where I'm standing, and this is exactly the atmosphere here at Shell. And like I initially told you guys, I will be exploring this main by Bureh road, and hopefully we'll see where the video will end today. But so we continue the video, and as you guys can see, a lot of shops, a lot of businesses, and these private vehicles that are parked, they usually go to destinations like Bo, Ken, Enema, McKinney, and other parts of the provinces of the country. But just like I initially told you guys in my earlier video, but this is exactly where I am, and I'm presently at Shell, but we'll be leaving Shell behind and progressing with the video. As always, I just want to apologize again if you guys are not having a clear picture of both sides of the street. But like always, I'll only be able to walk on one side, and hopefully I hope you guys will bear with me as we continue the vlog. And today's video, I plan to also do an exploration of the Kisi community, but for today I think this will be the very first video that I would do of this particular road, which is a continuation to that of my previous videos. But we are here, and just to show you guys exactly how changed or how crowded this main road has become, as there are a lot of shops, as you guys can see, a lot of shops, a lot of businesses, enterprises, and all. I think this is a new construction, just to map each and every one of these new buildings as we continue the video. Just like I think that is also a shop that sells car accessories, but I think one of the main accessories is that of the spare tire that they are selling, and also there are used bikes there which I think are for sale. And we also continue the video, and we continue excuse me. I think these are stoves that are locally made, which are for sale. They are very, very strong and reliable, and they also conserve a lot of energy, as most of the households in Sierra Leone usually use that particular stove to cook and do other things. But yeah, still at this main by Bureh Road. So that is a new construction, and I think there is also another one. This is one, that is another one, and I think this one also is another one. But as you guys can see, a lot of enterprises, a lot of shops. But I'm not surprised because this is the main road, as this is the main road that leads to the provinces, Bureh, and other parts of the eastern side of the country. But in recent years, there have been other roads that have been constructed, just I think to reduce the amount of traffic that was usually at this particular. And an example of some of those roads will be I think the main Regent Peninsula Highway that was constructed, but we are still here, still at main by Bureh Road. As you guys can see, it is midday and it is not that crowded, as it is not rush hour. It is not rush hour yet, but we continue the video. I think these boards are for sale, and as you guys can see, just like I initially told you guys, there are a lot of huge buildings or high or tall buildings at this particular main road, and we continue. I think this individual is selecting them, which I think these have been bought, this board. So, and as we go along the video, just like I initially stated, there will be some areas where there will be used cars that are parked for sale, because I will not call those particular areas dealerships, as they are very small plots of land, and most of these cars belong to individuals that are selling them. But yeah, so this is just the atmosphere at this main by Bureh Road, and still here. I think this is the Nasit building. I think this is one, that is one of their branches that is located at the eastern side of the country. It is there, but I think the second floor is not completed, but the first floor is still here. And coming to another car dealership, which I think is not a huge one, but there are more than 5 cars parked which are for sale, and new construction. This is also another one. I think this is a church. I don't know which ministry, but there's a sign there that says "Welcome to Prayer Tower." So that is the Nasit building, which is the government's wing of, which is the government's social security arm. So these cars are used cars that are parked, and they are for sale. They are for sale. All of them are for sale, and still here. So I think most of the videos that I usually do, I usually choose my locations very, very randomly, but I hope you guys will bear with me. Just like I usually say, there are a lot of areas and locations to shoot around the country, but we'll take it a video at a time, and hopefully try and explore and map out every large and important area around the country. But I think this building was recently constructed, as you can tell. So this is the famous Salon Bar nightclub, as you guys can see. This is Asadco Trading. And as always, bear with me as we have a lot of distance to cover, and I think I'll do the exploration of the Kisi community this week. We'll do it this week, and then if possible try to continue the Wellington video where I stopped the last time, because I think the last time I stopped at Palmer Street. So the next visit that I will do in exploring that main Wellington old road, I'll start at the Palmer Street, and then hopefully try and see exactly where the Wellington community ends. But I think where the Wellington community ends and where the Kisi community starts are side by side. But I think in my next video, that is where exactly I'll start the video, just to show you guys exactly where one community ends and where another starts. But both communities are very, very close to one another, and you will never know exactly where the demarcation is. But in my next video, I'll try and show you guys exactly where that particular demarcation is. And still here, I think I'm presently at Locust, which I think is also a part of the Kisi community. But as I am using this main road, I will not be able to explore each and every area of the Locust Kisi community. But still here at this main road, and I think one of the things that are lacking at this main Bureh highway is that of a proper drainage system. As you guys can see, the water is stuck, it is not even moving, which I think this particular sewage system needs to be adjusted or expanded in order for this particular water not to be here like this. But we continue the video, and like I always say, walking on one side, I will not be able to film both sides of this main road. But you guys will see exactly how rapidly changing this particular area is. And I think that particular way leads to the Locust housing estate or Locust community Kisi. But we'll find a time to explore that particular community, and even the video for that of the Kisi community, which I'll do this week. I'll try and go as far or as in-depth as possible of that particular community, as the Kisi community is one of the largest communities in the country. But yeah, still here, and there are a lot of shops at this main road, as will be expected, as there are a lot of businesses, enterprises selling used clothes, equipment, furniture, chairs, chairs, freezers, electrical appliances. I think they're also coming to another makeshift car dealership, which I think it is there, but I think these cars that are parked here are also for sale. These ones are also for sale, and also I think there are used tires that are also for sale. But yeah, I think that is a carpentry shop, and the wares are outside for sale. Beds and bedside mirrors are also for sale, but another new construction. And you will really know that this particular area is a very important route, because there are a lot of businesses, a lot of huge tall buildings. This is also another beautiful one, and just like I stated in my earlier video, some of these high rises, I think they have apartments inside. I think they have single apartments inside that are usually for rent, as most of these apartments are for rent. And as usual, the downstairs of the houses at this particular main road are used for shops and other business enterprises, whilst the first and other floors are usually used for residential purposes. So I think this is also another service station, but it is a small one. As you guys can see, it is a small one. Still here, this is also another nice building. This is also another nice building. And at this main Bureh Road, there are a lot of businesses, a lot of entertainment centers, just like the one I initially showed you guys, which was the Salon Bar, which is a very popular bar at this particular side of the country. But still here at Bureh Road, and continuing the vlog like I initially told you guys. Bear with me as we are still here. I think that is the Eddie Matthews Plaza, which is another nice building. Let's just pause and try to take you guys back to the distance we have covered. Still at this main Bureh Road, and there are a lot of communities that are inside, or there are a lot of intersections, roads, lanes and streets that are at this particular, or that are at both sides of the street at this particular main road. But we are still here continuing the video. We are still here continuing the video, and I think this road, this junction, the road that goes up to my left, I think it leads to the Kisi community, that of the Kisi bypass road, and ultimately it leads to the Kisi community. I think the road goes all the way up there. But we continue, and still here exploring and taking you guys along with me. I hope you guys are not bored yet. So this is a building material store, GT. I think this is their eastern, this is one of their branches at the eastern part of the country, as I think they also have a very large branch at the main motor road, Lumbly. So so if I can say, most of the shops and businesses that are at this particular main road, I think most of them deal in used wares. I mean, it can range from electricals, furnitures, it can be cars, toys, bikes, and used clothes. But I think there are also provision stores that sell beverages and other drinks, and yeah, but still here I think students of the Methodist Boys High School hopping into the back of a pickup for a lift. So I'll just pause there and try to show you guys exactly the distance we have covered, and we'll continue the video. And the main aim of this particular channel is just to show you guys the different areas and locations around the country, just giving you guys a clear picture of how certain areas have developed during the years, and also how other areas or how other communities that are up and coming, this is a drainage system, and how other communities is also another new construction, and how other communities have developed over the years. That is also another car dealership, but we continue, as that is a sizable one, if I can say that. That is a sizable one, but we continue. We continue the video, and as always, thank you guys for supporting the channel, and you guys are doing an awesome job in subscribing, and hopefully you guys will help me reach my target of attaining my 1,000 subscriber goal, which is not far, as you guys are doing me a lot of good by subscribing. And just want to say thank you guys, and continue supporting the channel. And just like I was emphasizing about the drainage system at this particular side of the country, as you guys can see, the drainage system is poor. I think it is because that it is not that huge, or it is very small. That is why the water is not exactly moving, and there are a lot of plastics and other waste that are inside, which causes, or which is a breeding ground for mosquitoes. But hopefully this particular problem will be resolved. And this is also another shop, as you guys can see. Used wares, musical instruments, chairs, travel suitcases, television sets, freezers, just like I initially told you guys. Most of the shops at this particular main road, they are dealers in used and reliable goods. Like I said, used bikes that are being assembled, for sale. And I think this is the Life Care Hospital. I think this is one of their branches at the eastern side of the country, as they also have another one at Lumley, at I think the main police station. But I think this is one of their branches at the eastern side of the country, and this is a very nice hospital that does a lot of good around the particular communities that they are situated. But I think during my vlogs I've only seen two of their branches. I think this is one, and the other one is at Lumley, which I filmed the last time that I did the video, or that I did the video of Wilkinson Road. But we are still here, taking you guys along with me. I hope you guys are not bored yet, as we still have a lot of distance to cover, and still showing you guys exactly how this particular main Bureh road or highway is. And we are continuing the video, and hopefully, if possible, I'll be able to do the Wellington video today. But if not, I'll postpone it, as I have other locations to shoot. But today's video, this is exactly where we will explore this main Bureh road, and hopefully next time try and explore both the Wellington and that of the Kisi community. Try to explore both of these communities, where they end, where one ends and where exactly the other one starts. But today's video, this is exactly where we are, and I think these are cranes. I think it belongs to a logistics company. I don't know which one, but we'll soon find out. We will soon find out. And one of my suggestions that I was earlier emphasizing is to increase the size of these particular drainages at this particular side, but because I think the ones at the left hand side of the road is okay, but this other one is how can I say it, it's blocked, and the water is settling. Yeah, so the cranes that I was showing you guys, I think it belongs to JP Logistics. As you guys can see, that is their compound. I think cranes, tractors, and other heavy duty equipment. But we'll stand here and just I'll stand here and just try to take you guys back and show you exactly the distance where we have covered, and after that we'll continue the video. So we continue. Still here with you guys, and I think that is a restaurant and an entertainment complex. Just like I told you guys, this main road, there will never be a short of enterprises, a short of shops that are selling used clothes, electricals. There will never be a shortage of boutiques and board and stick sellers. But we continue the video. So I think this main road has changed a lot, or the number of enterprises at this particular main road has changed a lot over the years. But as some of you guys that are in the diaspora, as some of you guys usually have houses and businesses around this particular end, you guys will only be able to tell the differences or the buildings that have been recently built or the enterprises that have been recently opened. But apart from that, maybe if after today's exploration, maybe we'll come back, say after a year, and just try to see exactly the changes that have occurred at this particular main Bureh road. So this is another new construction. As you guys can see, the downstairs is, I think they are selling used clothes and other items as usual. And I think the first and the second floors, the first floor and the second floor are not completed yet, but still here. Isanks gas and mini mart, which is a service station. Still here, exploring, and of course you guys know those huge buses, I think their final destination is Calabar town, as that is where they usually stop and then turn around and then head back with passengers to town, as that is their routine. Some stop at Eastern Police, whilst others go all the way to stop all the way at a Regent Road. But yeah, I think this is a baluster. I think these balusters are for sale. Still here, and I think I am at the Brahmalin community. I am at the Brahmalin community. Like I said, there are a lot of communities around this main road, both at the left and right hand side. I think that is also another car dealership, which is a very small one, as you guys can see. It's a very, very small one, but we continue walking on this side, which I hope you guys can see both sides of the street very clearly. I was having a conversation with a driver the last time, and he told me that he has been driving for a very, very long time. I think 35 years driving experience is what he says he has. And he was the one that was telling me that initially this main Bureh road was not even here. It was the old road, both the old roads and the bypass roads that were the only roads that were existing. I think in the early 80s or 70s, I can't be sure as I'm a 90s baby. So he was giving me a history of some of the areas that is also cars that are for sale. So you guys can see this is a drainage system which is blocked, so you guys can see. But I think the drainage system at this main Bureh road, it needs to be improved a lot, as I am sure that during the rainy season and during heavy rains, most of these drainages are usually flooded, because it is not the rainy season yet, and you can see these little amounts of water are blocked. But I am sure that it is because of the rubbish that is being deposited at these drainages that causes the blockage of the drainage. But maybe if the drainage systems are improved or they are expanded a little bit more than this actual size, maybe it will solve that particular problem. But that is a topic for another day as we continue the video. As we continue, I think this is also another new building. The upstairs, still here and progressing with the video. And as always, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment as I am at the Poti community, as I have left still here. This is the Vista Bank, and this is just the junction of the Poti community, as the community is situated inside. I think that is the main road. I think it is both inside that particular main road that leads down and then also this side. But I think there is a wharf at the Poti community, but we'll find time to explore that particular wharf, as today's video, our focus is the exploration of this main Bureh road. But we are here, but I'll just stand here and just try to give you guys a 360 of this particular Poti junction. So we continue as we make way forward and trying to explore other areas that are located at this main Bureh highway or Bureh road. Still here. I think this bus has been clamped by the Sierra Leone Road Safety Authority. I don't know why, but you guys saw the clamp that was placed on its tire. Still here, and just like other communities, there are a lot of roads, a lot of lanes, and a lot of intersections at the Poti community. But that will be for another video, as today's main focus is this main road, just to try and explore this main road and then try to be done with it and then try to find other locations to explore with you guys. But still here, still at this main Poti community. I don't think this is a new construction. I think this was there, but I think this building was here. I think it was recently painted. It was recently painted, as you guys can see. But talking about new construction, I think that is a new construction. Still here, walking, talking, and vlogging, and I think that is also another new construction. That also. And this is the famous P-Lax nightclub. As you guys can see, it is usually very, very crowded at night. So this is the building. Pilax. This is the building, Pilax. Very, very famous. We continue. And that is also another new construction. I think these bricks are for sale. Another drainage that is blocked, as you guys can see. And I think this is a really, really pressing issue, as during the dry season, these drainages are usually blocked by the rubbish that is usually deposited inside the drainages, because as you guys can see, they are also deposited at the main street, but still here progressing with the video, and hopefully try and see where we'll end today's video. But we are coming to the end of the video, and I just want to say shout out to you, sir, Mr. Jason Thomas. You are awesome and a good man. So yeah, still here. I think if I can just pause and show you guys one of the largest mosques at the eastern part of the country, which is, I think it was built by the late Libyan leader Colonel Muammar Gaddafi. I don't know if you guys can see it exactly, as I'll try and move forward, maybe have a better glimpse of it to show you, or maybe have a better shot of it to show you guys. But still here, continuing with the video. So trying to zoom the mosque to you guys, as the paint on it is really, really deteriorating, but maybe it will be painted soon. So this is the mosque that was built by the late Libyan leader, and this is the main Rukupa junction. As you guys can see, I think that way leads all the way to the old Wellington Road, which ultimately leads to, I think, the start of the Kisi community. But that is a video for another day, as we continue the video. And hopefully we are coming to the end of this particular video, as you guys are awesome, sticking with me to the end, and still here, and still emphasizing on this drainage issue at this main Bureh highway, which is very, very, very small, and I am positive that during the rainy season it is usually flooded. As you guys can see, a new enterprise, I think, selling used goods. As you guys can see, buyers are standing, selecting what exactly they want to buy, and we continue. So as for the construction at this main road, of course, you guys will expect most of these very high rises and these very nice and beautiful buildings at this main particular highway. But we continue the video as the new construction. I think we have identified more than 5 of them, we have identified more than 5 newly construction, or we have identified more than 5 under construction buildings. I think that is also another one. As you guys can see, most of the enterprises at this main road, they deal in used goods. It can be computers, car spare parts, phones and mattresses, bicycles, electrical appliances, cooking wares, and other items. But still here, I think these are mattresses outside that are for sale, and I think these are very, very expensive ones, as you guys can see. So that is the Rukupa Government Hospital, which is a very, very essential hospital that treats most of the inhabitants of this particular community and even communities beyond Rukupa. I'll just stand here and give you guys a glimpse of the building, and then try to take you guys back and show you guys exactly the distance we've covered as we progress with the video, and ultimately we'll try and come to the end of the video. As you guys can see, a lot of shops, a lot of businesses selling used clothes. It can be furniture and other items like I initially stated. And still here at this main Rukupa, or at this main Bureh highway, still here, that is a new construction. I hope you guys can hear me as loudly as you guys can, as of course I'm at the main road. You expect some amount of noise, but trying my best. Still here, and I think this particular section that I have reached, I think there are a lot of very, very, very large amounts of used goods that are being sold by these individual enterprises, as you guys can see. Chairs, I think that is a baby cot, and also I think the general vibe of this main road is okay. As expected, it is filled with a lot of businesses, a lot of enterprises, individual enterprises, and still here, continuing the video. I think we've left Poti, we've left Bramalen, we've left Rukupa, and we are trying. I think we are now at the Wellington community, but I think since we are at this main road, I think the Wellington community is up to my right. As you guys can see, that is a huge building, as expected. And some of these buildings that I showed you guys, they have apartments inside that are for rent, as I think the majority of the buildings at this main road, the apartments that are there are for rent and not for sale, but I could be wrong, as in recent years there have been a lot of buildings or a lot of houses that have been sold to individuals that are interested, or to individuals that have the resources to purchase a very, very large house or building. Another shop selling electricity generating sets, sewing machines, among other things. Still here. I think some of these engines that are outside, I think there was, or there is a shop that was selling the engines of very, very large pickup trucks or trailers. As you guys can see, most of these engines, I think they are, or they belong to very, very large vehicles, as you guys. But I think these ones that are outside, I don't think they will be in use for now. As you guys can see, most of them have rusted away, but they may still be in good working condition, and they may still be desirable by those that are looking for second-hand engines to be fitted on their lorries or trailers. But still here, I think I'm presently at the Wellington community, but I am still at this main by Bureh. I think that is also another shop that sells used, I think, solar panels, freezers, musical instruments, and other things. That is a welding shop. And this is the Amin Central Mosque, Haja Fatmata. So we've left the Rukupa community behind. Presently at Haja Fatmata, which is also another community at this main by Bureh Road. But we continue. Very rare to see a fuel tanker having its tank being filled with gas. So this is the Amin Central Mosque at Haja Fatmata, and new construction. That is a new construction. That is also another one. As we continue with the video, almost coming to the end of the video, and once again, thank you guys for sticking with me as we continue the exploration of this main road. So if we complete today's video, I think the next visit that we'll do of this, or the next exploration that we'll do of this particular main road, will be to continue exactly where we stopped in today's video, and then try to do a vlog again, say try to walk for an hour, and then after that hopefully try to see exactly the distance or where exactly we'll stop, as the goal is just try to vlog and map out this main particular by Bureh highway, and then let's say we'll come back, say after a year, and just try to see exactly the changes that have occurred. As one of the changes that I really wish to see is to try and rectify the issue of the sewage at this particular main road. As you guys can see, I've been complaining since the start of the video of this particular sewage system at this main road. I think it needs to be extended beyond this particular size that it is in. So that is a new construction. Still here. Still here, and continuing the video. And as always, thank you guys for subscribing to the channel, and I think these are used hospital beds that I think are for sale. As you guys can see, let me just zoom in on them and try to show you guys. Exactly. I think these are modern used hospital beds that I think that are for sale. And we are continuing the video and almost coming to the end of today's video. And I think we are still here and only a few minutes left to end today's vlog. And although there are other enterprises at this main by Bureh Road, but I think the majority, if I can say, out of 100%, say 65% of the shops and businesses that are located at this main by Bureh Road, I think they deal in used clothes, wares, and other items. So that is the ACTV Savings and Loan, which is a financial institution that gives, I think, different types of loan to both, I think, private, which gives different types of loan to private individuals and other business enterprises. I think this is their branch at the eastern part of the country. As they also have another other one, I think, close to the UE building, and I think close to the All People's Congress political party, their headquarters. They also have another branch there, which I think that particular branch is the main one, but I think this is one of their branches at the eastern part of the country. But excuse me.